Guys, the Assetto Corsa Evo trailer has just dropped, and I thought it was probably a good idea as someone who has played this game for like 10 years now to get an idea of what we can actually expect from AC Evo when it comes out in 2025. First of all, the reception for this game has been ridiculous. I think I saw it as high as number 3 on trending for gaming, which is mad for a sim racing title. But let's get into it and see if all this excitement is warranted. It feels like watching a movie trailer.
Not about your age.
Oh, good. I'm warning you now, I'm going to be that person in this video that like stops and starts a lot because I want to look at every detail. I've heard a lot of rumors about what's in this game and what isn't in this game, and I'm kind of curious to see what's real and what isn't. But we do know Porsche is in the game, and I'm going to do this right now. I'm going to pause the trailer and we're going to do some tree analysis. Do you know why? Because these trees and where is it? And these sort of like Armco barriers, you can just about see it in the bottom left-hand corner there. This is very Eiffel region. If you don't know what the Eiffel region is, that is where the Nürburgring is located. It looks like one of the roads around there. So already, free roam confirmed? This is the sort of video this is going to be, right? We are going into detail. Also, very cool to have an old Porsche 911 Turbo with it as well.
This
I love
is
those
not
cars.
about your car.
So yeah, another easy one for us. First of all, BMW partnership, obviously of some sort. M4 CSL right there. Bullshine in the background, best suspension in the world. And we have the Devil's Diner, seemingly modelled pretty well there. If you don't know what the Devil's Diner is, so we can't actually get in there because I guess it was like closed at the point, but we are, in that bit of video, we are situated just behind this building here, so we're like over here, behind here. Nice up-to-date Nürburgring, but we knew that already from the AC Evo version, so maybe it's the same version, no way of knowing.
It isn't about your experience.
Now I'm pausing again here because this might be something that I'm just looking far too into, but our fella is not wearing gloves, not wearing racing gloves, and that's something that's always been nothing you can control in AC. So, not wearing racing gloves, wearing what looks like some sort of jacket as well, no racing suit. Pushing a lot towards the idea of driving on a road here and not driving just exclusively on a racetrack. Maybe you'll have like Test Drive Unlimited elements to it. Like the first one, not the one that just came out.
It isn't about performance or power.
So we've got like every big German manufacturer, which is lovely.
How you portray your love for driving. Because car passion is a state of mind.
This is really cool. Ferrari, Alpha, obviously Alpha, another Alpha. Got old, I think it's old Maserati down there, old Lotus. Don't know what that is. Is that a Honda? GP Laps would know this. Maybe like a Brabham, another Lotus, awesome Tyrrell. Ferrari. Do we take this as these cars are in the game? Because if so, cool. I mean, especially this Tyrrell, I think it's called a P34, maybe?
And it's driven by heart.
This is feeling like very Gran Turismo-esque at the moment, which isn't a bad thing. You know, GT are very good at sort of the every car game as opposed to just one focused thing. So that's what I've been hoping for this game. Not a game that's like ACC, a game that's more overarching, a bit more broad. What circuit is this? Looks like it could be Brands Hatch. One, very cool to have one of sort of the new old minis, because these the H-Reg ones were made by, I think, Rover. It looks like Brands Hatch. It looks like Graham Hill. The reason why I'm saying that is because I've driven that circuit a lot in real life. Rumble curb on the inside. Got a couple like I can see like Marshall posts and whatnot in the reflection here. You see this little tiny bit here, the orange bit. This is very like UK circuit to have that. I'd say Brands Hatch, Graham Hill, the corner after Druids. But yeah, amazing to see some classics being represented in the game as well. Some of the best driving, I think, in Assetto Corsa comes from classic car mods. What circuit is this? This is a hard one to guess. Turning left out the pit lane. I can't tell you. I don't know from that shot. Maybe someone's more clever. It looks like maybe a Spanish flag. What's that flag there? Oh wait, that is Brands Hatch. Yeah, there is. Brother, don't say my eyes aren't sharp. Oh, and there it is, quite obviously there. Right, okay, so this is important. This is confirming the sort of day-night transitions here as well. So day-night transitions and weather. Let's take a little closer look at the circuit here, because ACC does have day-night transition and also has wet weather. So can we make anything out about how it sort of progresses? We're quite early here. It's raining hard at this point. I don't think we see any track progression here, or maybe, actually, no, we are getting some more puddles sort of forming down the bottom here. And the edge of the circuit does seem to be getting a little bit wetter, but I don't know if that's just like the lighting engine picking out the water a bit more. It might just be that, actually, in some of the shadows. It doesn't seem to really be getting wetter. It just seems to be getting darker, reflecting in a different way. So I'm looking for the idea of like a dynamic racing line, but there are no cars going around right now, so maybe we aren't going to see that in this part of the video. But cool, racing at night, but I am going to say something here. I'm going to get my fucking nerd cap on. You fucking love this shit, don't you guys? And this looks to be T1 at Brands Hatch, which is Paddock Hill, very steep downhill corner. And in the wet, we are taking the dry line, as well as running the curb on the inside in the rain, which if you did that in real life, you're going to that Ferris wheel. We know that ACC did have somewhat of a wet model, but it didn't really do it in the correct way. It would sort of force you off the racing line by placing these artificial puddles on the inside, instead of it being based on actual sort of track friction, which would change, of course, on the rubber line when it gets wet. That part becomes slippy. So Imola, awesome to have Imola there as well. We do have a little bit of water there. If you look closely, you can see the water there just running across the circuit, but is that running the right way? Yeah, it's going uphill. What? So apparently we've got that BeamNG gravity feature in Assetto Corsa coming soon. But amazing to also see Alpine and Lotus here as well, road cars. So I just gave this game a little bit of stick for maybe not having an accurate wet model, watching that Porsche hit the curb at T1. But watch this Alpine here, turns in on the racing line in the wet, hits a little bit of what might be, I don't know, rubber or something, and then just suddenly falls out of the corner. Now, it might just be that it's wet and it's slippy through there anyway, but it looks like as soon as we get back onto the outside again, you can just about see the front tires straighten up again. Could be an indicator of the rubber line being sketchy in the wet as it is in real life, but maybe I'm looking a little bit too deep at that one. I don't know. More Ferraris, that's always been a thing of AC. Of course, Italian company, love their Italian cars. Good to see that, a Roma or a 296? I forget the name of the Ferraris. Nürburgring curb. Yo, is that fucking weird? Is that a Morgan? I don't know what it is, that weird freewheeler Morgan. Although no gauges or anything here. I know these roads. I know these roads. Yeah, like here. Oh my god. So right here. What was it here? That's a BMW CS something in the background. Keep this image in your head. We are going to go full geogasser here. I know exactly where that is, and I'm going to show you. So for those who don't know, the L92 here is this amazing road that runs all the way down to Adenau, which is a little town nearby the Nürburgring. And the road itself is unreal. It's like one of those really fun, really crazy driving roads that, of course, it's not there for you to race down, but that doesn't stop people from doing it. So I'm fairly confident it's here, and to have these roads in the game would be fantastic. All the roads around the Nürburgring are just amazing. They are glorious to drive. It feels really appropriate driving to the best circuit in the world and some of the best roads in the world. But also I noticed as well, for that second, is we do have a car going the other way on the right side of the road. It says to me maybe we have the option for traffic in the game as well. That's a massive thing. A massive mod that came into Assetto Corsa a few years ago was the ability to have AI traffic drive around the roads with you and sort of make it feel like you're darting in and out of all these cars on the road. Really cool feeling. I would love to see that in Assetto Corsa. I think that would add a lot of playtime for a lot of people. Basically, you guys out there who roleplay on GTA 5 and obey all the traffic laws, that mode is for you. You'll love it. So cool. Is there going to be some sort of character customization in this, I wonder? There's going to have to be some sort of like DLC for a set of New Balances when you're driving your 86 around. But it is cool to see this detail here in the caliper, in the disc, and also seeing like how the driver's feet. Guys, you like feet? You're gonna love this game. Nice old VWs, more old cars. So VW's partnership as well. Oh, the Beast! No way! This is a very, very cool car at the ring. This is like the GT2 version, but basically you can hire passenger laps in this car. The Beast. It's an AMG GTR. In fact, I actually went out once with Maro Engel in this car for a passenger lap of the ring. I might have it somewhere. And it was an insane experience, and it's definitely a... how can I say it? It feels like they're really fleshing out what the Nürburgring is just beyond the circuit, like all the roads around it, all like the famous cars that go there as well. As someone who spends a lot of time at the ring, this feels quite authentic so far. Yes, boy. And you know what? I'm even going to say, even just this little sort of tagline at the end, driving simulation evolved, this driving bit makes me really think that we're getting some of that free roam. We're getting some of that freedom that people craved in the original AC, so much so that they made their own. How cool was that? I don't really sort of do these videos where I react to things very often, but it's nice to like watch something and be genuinely interested in what's going on. A couple of questions I do still have though, like we've seen racing, we've seen AI race each other, so that functionality for actually racing is still there. But what about things like modding? Let's be real, the original AC was very much kept alive by the modding community, and I think that it's always been in Kunos and 505 Games' best interest not to really acknowledge that too much, because some of the content that comes maybe isn't entirely licensed from modders. The vibe of the game I'm getting so far, this is not a bad thing at all, it's sort of like a Test Drive Unlimited, the one in Hawaii, the good one, mixed with Assetto Corsa, mixed with Assetto Corsa Competizione, which sounds like an amazing concept. I would love to know your guys' thoughts on the trailer down below in the comments. Does it look interesting to you? What are you looking for in the next AC title? Let me know down below. A massive thank you as always to my channel members and patrons for supporting the channel. Hope you enjoyed the video. Take care. Have an awesome day. See you next time.